93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. Anthony Joshua has stopped Carlos Takam. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it was an early stoppage, I feel. I feel the stoppage was bullshit. Really, really seriously bullshit. I never really heard of Carlos Takam before, like in terms of, I've never seen his fights before. I've seen like a little bit of highlight against Joseph Parker. And I believe Parker won, but I didn't pay too much attention to what Takam's like. But I had a feeling, right, that if Carlos Takam is like from Africa or has some African heritage and things, he might be tough. Because a lot of these African fighters, right, especially the ones that are born in Africa, they're tough. Like, it's not a racial thing or nothing, but a lot of them are tough. Okay, so I thought this guy might just end up being tough. But at the same time, I was like, this is probably going to be an early stoppage. I said that to my friend, it's probably going to be an early stoppage because I don't know who he is. That must mean that it's an early stoppage. But no, man, this guy was tough. He was doing well. He was not winning the rounds. He might have won a few rounds, actually. But Joshua was winning for most part. It was fairly competitive, but it was convincing, in my opinion, that Joshua won. At least, I only watched it once. So... But Carlos Takam got stopped, and it was really premature stoppage. And now I can see why. Now I kind of am reminded why Deontay Wilder doesn't want to come to the UK to fight Dillian Whyte. I don't agree with Deontay Wilder staying in Alabama to fight Dillian Whyte, but at the same time, not in the UK. And I can see why, because Eddie Hearn, he'd be on some bullshit. He'd be paying these judges off. Now, Carlos Takam is decent. He's a decent fighter. I wouldn't say he's a bum. Just because I don't know who he is doesn't always mean that this person's a bum. He was tough. Doesn't really have that punching power. But, he was tough. He was strong. This is the problem with Eddie Hearn and everything, right? I respect Anthony Joshua. But Eddie Hearn be ruining boxing. This Sky Sports, the way they've been trying to talk about the stoppage, right? When the fight was stopped, Carl Froch and Tony Bellew be talking like as if... it wasn't... I mean, they're not trying to say that it's not a premature stoppage, but they're trying to almost argue like as if it's a alright stoppage. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, oh, Carlos Takam probably wouldn't have done any better anyway after this... After if the fight was allowed to be kept going. That's bullshit. How do you know? Like, seriously. I mean, realistically, yeah, but you don't say that on the front of a TV. You have to be like not biased, and that's just you being biased. Seriously, because, and I'm gonna make another video soon, right? This is just my post-fight thought. It was early, and another thing is, right, I actually think Deontay Wilder hits harder than Joshua. I really think. And Joshua got hit a few times. He definitely got hit a few times. The shots I feel like Deontay Wilder could have hit him with, although Deontay Wilder doesn't fight short like Carlos Takam does. Takam is like a shorter heavyweight compared to Joshua. But man, one thing I just see, right, Joshua's open for a right hand. He really is. Like, I like Joshua. I rate that guy. I think he's honest and I think he's improving. I rate his mindset. He can be classified as a role model. Same with Wilder, right? But he's open for that right hand. He probably is a bit more skilled than Wilder. But I think as I said, he's open for the right hand. His defense, neither defense is actually that good, but Joshua's defense at times is not really that good. He is hittable. And especially that right hand. Wilder has a longer reach than pretty much anyone that Joshua has probably faced. He might be a little bit quicker with single shots as well. Wilder could catch him, and I think Joshua might have a better chin than Wilder, but if Wilder catches him, it might be over, man. It might really be over. And Joshua, he has knockout power, but I feel like a lot of these guys that he knocked out is because those guys went in there, mentally lost already before they got into the ring. I mean, Klitschko probably didn't, but Klitschko, again, some people argue that was a early stoppage. But, I think his punching power as you step up in competition, your punching power will not look as great as it did when you were fighting lower level competition. And Joshua is showing. But then again, Carlos Takam was not known for like being a tough competition. Now he's on the stage. He's on the stage now. In this, he's been up with Anthony Joshua, so people now know him. And he had a controversial stoppage, which everyone in the audience was booing. So I think it's good for Carlos Takam. Is it good for Anthony Joshua? I don't think so. I personally think, in a way, it technically is good for Joshua that he's got experience now. You're not always going to look spectacular in every fight. I think he's going to improve continuously, and I think this 10 round is more rounds he can go, the better. And he's going to get experience from it. He just needs to tighten up the defense a little bit, like Floyd Mayweather said. Because that right hand from Wilder, it could get in, man. That's straight right, and it's lethal. Let me know what you think about the fight. Let me know how you think Joshua performed in your opinion. Don't forget to comment down below. 93 Boxing, I'm out. And definitely subscribe. 93 Boxing, I'm back with another video. Anthony Joshua.